Amelia wandered the empty streets of her village, the fog swirling in the dim moonlight. Midnight had long passed, and a strange chill clung to the air. She had stayed too late at her friend's house, and now struggled to find her way home through the winding alleys. Each turn she took seemed to lead her deeper into unfamiliar territory, the houses looming like faceless sentinels, their windows dark and lifeless. As the fog thickened, Amelia noticed something strange. There were no sounds, no rustling of leaves, no distant barking of dogs, not even the whisper of wind. It was as though the world had frozen, and she was the only one left. Her footsteps echoed unnervingly, the sound magnifying in the oppressive silence. She began to feel as though the street was stretching, growing longer with every step. Just then, a shadow flickered at the edge of her vision. She turned sharply but saw nothing. Heart pounding, Amelia quickened her pace, but the shadow followed, darting between corners and disappearing just as quickly. She could feel it watching her. Desperate, she broke into a run, but the streets twisted in ways they never had before, trapping her in a labyrinth of stone. She tried to scream, but her voice died in her throat, swallowed by the unnatural silence. The shadow loomed closer, forming into a figure, a tall, gaunt woman with hollow eyes and a grin too wide for her face. The woman whispered in a voice like dry leaves scraping the ground, "Lost, are we? This street doesn't let people leave once they stray too far." Amelia backed away, but the street seemed to close in around her. Every way she turned, the houses leaned forward, their windows now filled with watching eyes. The shadow woman stepped closer, her grin widening. No one ever escapes. They all become part of the street, just like you will. With a final scream, Amelia felt the ground beneath her give way. The cobblestones opened, pulling her into the darkness below, where only silence remained. By morning, the street was just as it had been, save for one more shadow that lurked, waiting for the next to lose their way.